Today's topic is the power of uncertainty. It is described, not even a blade of grass can move without the sanction of the Supreme. Mare Krishna rakhe Krishna mare ke. I'll share with you a true story of a gentleman named Sumoto Yamaguchi. He was a resident of Japan, a resident of Nagasaki. On August 6, 1945, he was representing his company Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, and on business he visited the town of Hiroshima. 8:15 a.m. the same morning, there was bombings of Hiroshima. When the bombs fell on Hiroshima, practically the entire population was wiped out. Yamaguchi somehow managed to escape. He was injured and he returned back to Nagasaki. And on 9th of August, he returned back to office and he was sharing his story with his supervisor. At that moment, the second bomb which was planned to be dropped on Japan fell on Nagasaki. And somehow, by the power of divine intervention, Yamaguchi escaped the second bombing also. In 1957, Yamaguchi was recognized as a survivor of the bombing of Nagasaki, but it was much later that it was recognized that he was also present during the bombing of Hiroshima. And thus, he became one of those rare personalities where, in spite of the fact that millions of people had succumbed to the direct bombing and killing due to those bombings and due to the injuries which were afflicted due to those bombings, Yamaguchi survived these double bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And finally, at the age of 93, in March 2010, he died due to stomach cancer. This shows that the workings of the time factor is extremely unpredictable. We may follow the best kind of health diet aspiring for a long life, but we may slip on a banana peel and break our head and die. Or like Yamaguchi, we may be in the midst of the most horrendous bombings which can kill millions, but still the conclusion is we may have our plans, we may have our aspirations, we may have our desires, we may have at our own way of looking at events in life, but ultimately all of us have to follow the divine plan, whatever it may be. So therefore, let us be certain about one thing, that in spite of all of our planning, the final result can always be uncertain. And therefore, we should appreciate that uncertainty is going to be a certain feature in our life.